There are more than 8 billion people living on Earth today. That number is growing every day. And if things continue as they are, we may run out of space here on our home planet in just a few decades. In this presentation, Musk said that he wants 1 million people on Mars by 2050. But is that even possible? What would life be like for those who make the journey to the red planet? Let's find out. Fortunately, there's an alternative. We could all move to Mars. Well, maybe not all of us, but maybe some of us. On August 27, 2022, during his speech at the annual conference of the International Astronautical Congress, Elon Musk revealed new details about his plan for Mars colonization. And while he acknowledges that there are many challenges that need to be overcome, he remains optimistic about the future of humanity. As he stated, building a settlement on Mars requires a gigantic amount of work. I think it's incredibly important that we learn to be a spacefaring civilization, he said. We're one of the first, if not the first. And there are probably a lot of other civilizations out there that are ahead of us in technology and understanding. Now, as an adult, he realizes that achieving this dream will require hard work and dedication. But he doesn't let that deter him because Musk knows that if he doesn't try, then no one else will. And that we understand that there are a lot of wild cards and things that could happen that are bad. That's why he believes it is so crucial to take steps now to protect the future of humanity. To do this, we'll need strong leadership and focus, as well as significant investment in new technologies and capabilities. Musk believes that life on Mars will be an exciting adventure. I think it is going to be incredible to be part of a generation that goes to Mars, he said. It's going to be a thrilling adventure. His determination to make his dream a reality is what drives him to succeed. However, Musk isn't afraid to take risks and follow his dreams. His passion for space exploration and his commitment to making life multiplanetary are truly inspiring. He thinks that it's essential for humans to venture beyond Earth to explore the vastness of space. In fact, he believes that it's our destiny. Will we see 1 million people living on the red planet by 2050? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss an update on the latest tech news. Without it, the risk of extinction is too great. Musk described this risk as existential and urged the international space community to come together to achieve his goal of establishing a self-sustaining city on the red planet within the next 30 years. Then we may not have a second chance. Dr. Robert Zubrin, an American aerospace engineer and author of The Case for Mars, The Plan to Settle the Red Planet and Why We Must Do It, agrees that it's important to begin exploring and settling Mars as soon as possible. In an interview with CNBC, Zubrin said, "We have already wasted 60 years of potentially having a human presence on Mars. We began the space race in the early 60s, and in the following decades, we made major advances in propulsion systems and spacecraft design. If we had applied the same level of innovation and engineering to a mission to Mars, we could have landed the first human explorers on its surface in the 1980s. If we don't at least try to extend the light of consciousness to other planets, then there's no guarantee that this will be preserved on Earth over very long time scales." He said, "Our civilization could end for a lot of reasons. There could be a big asteroid that takes out Earth. There could be a supervolcanic eruption. There could be some global pandemic worse than COVID or some variation of that. There could be a war. And as he put it, it's impossible to do with the current approach, referring to how NASA operates. I think the light of consciousness should be shed everywhere we can throw light on the darkness. He explained, "That's what I want to do. I want to help build a base on the moon and a settlement on Mars. This is what I'm focused on for the rest of my career." He emphasized the need for a complete overhaul of how we go about doing these things. The biggest factor limiting human expansion into space is the cost, according to Musk. As he stated, to go from Earth to orbit costs about $2,000 per ton, which is an insane amount of money. With this cost, it's impossible to make any meaningful progress. It takes centuries to get enough mass up there to build something substantial with that kind of cost. Musk proposes that the only way to reduce these costs is to launch starships on a regular basis. With the Starship, the cost per ton will drop to around $100. This means that getting materials and equipment to Mars will be much cheaper, and in turn, this will make it easier to build a settlement there. Musk said that he believes we can build a base on the moon within the next 5 years, and a settlement on Mars within the next 30 years. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss an update on the latest tech news. Musk gave an update on the progress of his Mars rocket Starship and shared his vision for how the vehicle will be used to build a self-sustaining city on the Red Planet. Here are some key takeaways from his remarks. In case you don't know, SpaceX CEO Elon Musk has long been vocal about his desire to establish a human colony on Mars. The billionaire entrepreneur has even set an ambitious goal of making life multiplanetary. However, many people question whether or not such an endeavor is even possible. The notion of a Martian colony still seems like science fiction, which makes it difficult to imagine what life would be like on another world. So let's talk about that. As part of his presentation at the International Astronautical Congress, Musk started off by addressing a question that's often asked about the future of humanity, which is whether or not humans will become an interplanetary species. I think we have a fundamental misunderstanding of the scale and scope of what the future can be, if we just really apply ourselves, Musk said. According to him, we can do amazing things when we set our minds to them. As an example, Musk mentioned that when he was young, he thought that the first human settlements on Mars would look like giant glass domes. These days, however, he thinks that these would be more akin to the sprawling cities found in science fiction movies, like Star Wars or Avatar. It is hard to convey the scale and scope of what is possible with the right technology. He added, Musk believes that we will be able to expand civilization to the moon and to Mars. So how does he plan to accomplish this? By making starships. In addition to lowering the cost of launching payloads to other planets, Musk also believes that his Starship will allow us to learn more about the universe and our place in it. Musk says that he hopes humans will eventually spread out to different planets and moons in order to preserve the light of consciousness. With that, Musk went on to say that as a kid, He dreamed of visiting other planets, just like many other kids his age. The Spasics founder told the audience at the conference that establishing a permanent presence on Mars is a critical step towards ensuring the long-term survival of humanity. He continued, "I think it is very important that we remain not naive about the future. Many experts agree with Musk that if we don't take action now to ensure our survival on Mars, according to Zubrin, we can still catch up and land humans on Mars by 2030. However, he admits that it won't be easy. In addition to being a necessary step towards ensuring the long-term survival of humanity. While many people dream of traveling to other planets, few have the courage and determination to make it a reality. So what do you think? Is Musk's dream of colonizing Mars a realistic one? That's all for this video. See you in the next one. Until then, stay tuned and keep watching.